Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabangu. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And voila, you're part of the graceful, the beautiful, and the wonderful family. So I tried vlogging my master's journey, but so my favorite spot where I did my studying, I did my research, where I would go and chill, that gave me peace of mind was Starbucks, guys. Starbucks came through for me. Starbucks, Motherland Coffee, they all came through for me. So yeah, one of my first sessions, chapter 1, or rather the introductory chapter, I did it with your one and only favorite girl, Rose. So we met up. We're like, you know what, we've been procrastinating, we've been going through the most. Let's rather meet up and do stuff together. And we did a bit of teamwork. And then we had a few structures. So because it was introductory, we needed to know how to structure our paper. So we had a look at the different dissertations that we had from our friends. And then we also had a look at how our supervisors write their articles and stuff like that. And then, we had some coffee, and look at us affirming LLM graduates at the time. We're only in chapter 1, so it was a bit late. You can even tell by the way we're so serious, and you can tell there was a bit of anxiety from our faces. But we managed to pull through. Really, the first week wasn't so great because we thought, when are we finishing, right? So yeah, like I said, I was with Rose. Rose was doing her master's in IP, something in intellectual property. You know what? I'm surrounded by geniuses. Who just wakes up and decides, you know what, I'm going to master in intellectual property? That's some heavy, hectic stuff. But actually, I got to learn a lot from Rose, and I'm sure she learned quite a lot from me as well. And we went through the most, guys. We had to use different databases, and some databases were actually giving us a bit of trouble. So we had to sit down, caucus, discuss to say which one works better, and some of the things, because guys, English will have you think there's something wrong with you. So we had to guide each other. We had to reread. We had to give each other synonyms and stuff like that. But it all worked out because at the end, we did what we could do. So I really had a really nice time. But one thing I'll tell you guys, during your masters, it's very, very important that you understand that you're going to need a lot of time. You're going to need a lot of rest. You're going to need to ensure that your mental health is stable. And then also, because I was with Rose, we were teasing each other quite a lot. There was so much going on. We had a moment where I would look at memes, would laugh at each other, and would think about how we pulled through in the undergrad, and we're giving each other directions. We directed each other in the way to go, So I really, really, really enjoyed myself. I don't think I would have asked for a better research partner. I'm sure right now, Rose, wherever she is, she's attempting doing a PhD, just like I wanna, I want to register for my PhD soon. How do you like the sound of Dr. Dlamini featuring Dr. Shabangu? That would be some cool stuff. So yeah, we spoke about it some other time to say, let's go for our PhDs and then we'll cry together. Because you can see, guys, Nabona get take it's really lit. So much was going on here. We don't look okay. And the other chat is that we're confused. And also because UJ, right? I don't think it's just UJ, but universities use different methods and different styles, right? So we use TAR. So if you're from the University of Johannesburg, or if you've heard about TAR, you would know that no matter 8 years of studying or 10 years of studying, or even becoming tutor, senior tutor, low mentor and everything, having to understand that style fully requires quite a lot. Because I thought I was coming right with TAR in my undergrad, but when I was doing research, I figured, you know what, girl don't know anything. I figured I could have done better in my TAR. I actually improved in my TAR and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going through the most with TAR because we're trying so hard to make sure that our writing is in alignment. And you can see I was trying to actually explain to Rose, and I'm sure I didn't, I was saying gibberish. You can tell by the way Rose is looking at me with no man. It's color on loudspeaker, but yeah, really, it was such a great experience. And I'd say if you want to go for your postgrad studies, go for them. And I'd also say like look at what's usable, because some of these masters, I remember, hey guys, let me tell you guys a quick story, right? So when I registered for the first time, right, for my LLB undergrad, my second option was an LLM. I just didn't know that it was a master's degree, and I didn't know that it was a postgrad degree, So yeah, and then I did that, and then I got rejected. Did I not cry thinking, oh my God, like I did so well in matric, but why am I not getting accepted and all of that? Only to find out later on that, you know what, it's too much. It's a lot. I found out later on to say, no, an LLM only happens after you've done your LLB degree. It just doesn't happen. It's not like an undergrad degree. It's like postgrad degree. And here I was pushing. Things were coming up right. My abstract was like, you know what? Everything behamba online. So yeah, yonke into behamba ngoline, guys. Everything was intact. My paper was coming up right. Chapter 1 was, it was proper. I remember I even got a very good feedback. My supervisor didn't need to fix much of my chapter 1. And guys, at the time, we're still on 1,842 words. You can imagine, just 1 hour. And at the time, I had to meet the requirement of like 16,000 words. So you can imagine I'm on 2,000, and you know how it is when you do research. It's easy for you to read 50 million articles. Okay, not 50 million, but you would read a lot of articles and still not get all the information you need. And another thing, guys, you are going to have to stay hydrated. You have to stay hydrated, like, because wow, it does get a lot. You're going to feel exhausted, feel like, you know what, things are not happening for you and stuff like that. But yeah, and I think maybe Rose and I should just be ambassadors for HP, because HP pulled through for us, and yeah, there we were, still concussing, still doing the most. And then this was another day where I went to Motherland's Coffee, and I think I was at another coffee shop, and things were beginning to look up, and everything was humming online. I don't know what I'm saying, but here we were like on 4,862 words. So things were really looking up, like it was making sense now. I could see the light, I could see the light. And guys, I'm so excited today. This is the end of the journey that has been beautiful. Hopefully, my supervisor is impressed with my work. A special shout out to Caleb. He did the most. He assisted me. He ensured that isn't those humbug lying. So today I'm submitting a full draft of my dissertation, and I'm hoping this is the last and final of it. If there's any fixing to do, just a couple of touch-ups, and I'm praying that it's a distinction. I'm so grateful. Guys, I pulled off about 16,000 words. Let me show you guys. Like, I pulled a number. I did something with this dissertation. I pulled a number. I did something. I did a number with this thing. So it has about 6 chapters, guys. It has about 6 chapters. And then let me probably show you guys the topic quickly. This one is for the generations before me and generations after me. I'll read you guys my acknowledgements. Guys, happy wait. I'm so happy that I finally pulled this one off, and it feels like it's been a call. I've known this for a very long time, that I'm going to write on financial inclusion. It felt great writing about this, and it's beautiful. I pray that whoever reads it sort of draws inspiration from it and sort of learns something new from it. Thank you. Dango. Let me show you guys. So here is my topic: the digitization of financial services to enhance financial inclusion, a study of the South African law with comparative insight from Europe, by Yvonne Printon Shabangu, a master's graduate, Wago Banking Law, a Faculty of Law of the University of Johannesburg. And my acknowledgement, Daniel 2 verse 2 says, I thank you, Lord. How, guys, I thank you and I praise you, God of my ancestors. You have given me wisdom and power. You have made known to me what we asked of you. I would have not made it this far had it not been the grace of God that has guided me through this research paper. It has been an absolute adventure embarking on this research, and I am forever grateful to my family and friends. A special appreciation to Caleb Mapata. I mean, the boy is a focused boy. Like, he did the most with this one. We did a number here, who have constantly encouraged me to run this course. A special thanks to my parents for financially investing in this dissertation. Without their financial support, concluding this research wouldn't have been possible. I appreciate you so much, Ma Ntantla Shabangu and Dad Claymore Mutomba, and for giving me this gift of feathering my studies. This one is for you, generations before me and generations after me. I am forever grateful to my aunt Yvonne Mutomba for constantly encouraging me to feather my studies and teaching me that education is a light that can never be dimmed. I would also like to thank my supervisor, Professor Carl Hugo, the best in the game, guys. When I say the best in the game, I'm internationally, for intentionally and thoroughly investing his time and expertise in assisting me with completing this research paper. I'm immensely grateful for the patience, understanding, and knowledge that he has impacted on me throughout my master's degree. Thank you so much, guys. And thank you, guys, the followers, the subscribers. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Asbonge. Thank you.